pop these in. What do you think these are, guys? Now, you can't eat them. They are contact lenses. Because I'm going to go for a walk soon after this. So it's because it's Saturday. Saturday's the day when I go through a lot of my recipes ready for next week. And obviously, if you've got things in your fridge that you haven't used, or you've got maybe you make a salad at the beginning of the week, or maybe you have things left over. So what I'm going to do is use my leftovers, and we're going to make a soup. So it's just a simple soup, mix of lots of different veggies. Although I'll tell you a little thing. What's happened is, it might take some time. This. Hello, Thomas. Thanks for coming in. In my fridge, I think the temperature of the fridge has gone slightly lower than what it should be, because look what's happened to my veg. It's frozen. So I'm going to give it about 10-15 minutes. We'll put the pan on so the pan gets nice and hot. But yeah, if you ever want to see what a frozen carrot looks like, yeah, that's what a frozen carrot looks like. So we're just going to give it a couple of minutes, and we're going to pop some of these in here. So this is our little stew pack. We've got carrots, we've got parsnip, we've got some onions, and some what's called a swede. It's spelled Sueude, a swede, which is a turnip, basically. Thank you for the awards, everybody. Thank you, Thomas, for the Stay Safe award. I am so close. I'm just going to put it out there right now. There's a target that you have on Haps, okay? So you can cash out, and I'm about $10 away from cashing out, and so I'm getting very, very close. And as you all know, some of the money is going to a food bank. So if you all send awards, we can get there, and they can get their money straight away. So, well, I think it takes a couple of weeks actually for it to be processed as well. But it won't be this month. It'll be next month when it gets paid out. So, so yeah, I think I'm going to give. I said about. I think about. And it depends on what happens with how much. Basically, what happens is if you're a sponsor, they take off an amount already for the fees for using Haps. Okay, so and then there's obviously an exchange rate when it comes to the UK. So whether it exchanges and the actual pound is actually it's staying around 139. So $139 is £1 British. So obviously, if it goes up to one, say, if it falls, sorry, so 130 or 120, which it could happen, then obviously that means I get more dollars when it exchanges. But obviously, because it's climbing, it's actually going down for us. So that because the dollar's going down, so that's why I always said it should be in pounds, really, because it will be better. So I might do, if that happens, I'll wait till it goes over 200. It all depends on the exchange rate. So if I give it an extra week, anyway, enough about that. I'm not here to talk about that. But as you know, some of it is going to a charity. So nearly there. We're getting there slowly. Right, so I'll put a pan on. Let's start chopping some up. We're going to do some carrots. Let's see if this works. I'm going to spin you around so we can chop these up. And then what I've got here is I've got a selection. Let me show you guys. We've got a selection. Oh, trying to, you're trying to do so many things. Look, I've got a selection of vegetables. So we've got spring onions, we've got some peppers, we've got some broccoli, we've got some green beans, lots of things to chop up. And then this is all going to go in into the soup. So yeah, if you've got any food left over in your fridge, go and check it now. Make a list of what you got, and you can easily, make something from it. So thank you for the Stay Safe award, Thomas. Okay, I'm going to bring you around. Okay, so fingers crossed it all stays okay. So we're going to start off then with some carrots. Actually, no, we'll do the carrots first. So these are frozen carrots. We'll see what happens. Everything's frozen. Not a good idea probably to start peeling them, but we'll give it a try anyway. And these should cook nicely, steam nicely. So let's have a go at these. It's the only thing I'm going to. I can just chop them up actually instead of peeling them, because then they will need to thaw out in the pan. Right, so knife. Let's get a knife. So let's chop these up. Okay, so chop the ends off because the ends are always not that nice. I just think it's funny with they're like ice cubes. So obviously, I wouldn't advise doing this, but they're not actually that frozen. It's just on the edge. I've already chopped that one. So get rid of these. Now the weather's horrible here today. It is absolutely chucking it down with rain. So when it clears, I might then go out for a nice walk. Can you all see that, everyone? You all see what I'm doing? I don't think you can see what I'm doing. Just about. Yeah, that is ice, you can see. So I'm going to pop these in a pan. So these are going in the pan. Hopefully you can see that. Usually if I move it too far, the connection goes off. So basically we're just chopping up a load of veggies and putting it in some chicken stock. And then we can add, get rid of this. Oh, that ice. That's because my fridge is on too high. Okay, we're going to get some parsnip. So again, chop the ends off. But with this, we need to take the skins off. So this shouldn't be too difficult. I think I'm going to, it might be quite tricky using the turnip if that's frozen. So I might do that a bit later on. You can boil down swede and turnips, but that does take a while. Okay, so we're just going to again chop this up. It's all going to sweat down. Cut these a little bit smaller. And then add that to the pan. I'm going to add a little bit of oil. Just a tiny bit. Okay. So next thing we're going to add then is some onions. So now, have a guess what tool I'm going to use. Have a guess what tool I'm going to use. Any guesses? I'm obviously going to be using the dicer. So let's just turn this around. I need to still cut it up a little bit smaller. So put it in. And I'm going to do it straight into the pan, just like that. That's what I like about this gadget. And at some point it might obviously damage the blades, and that might go, but hopefully it won't do that if you look after them. How's the connection? Has it gone funny? Oops. So if you're just joining my broadcast, thank you for coming in. We're doing just a simple soup, but using things from your fridge that you might have just binned otherwise. So we're just sweating down some onions, carrots, parsnip, and anything else you want to add to this soup. So let's mix all that in. A bit like a stir fry, isn't it, at the beginning? Let me just add some more oil. Okay, next thing we're going to add then is some peppers. So I'm just going to take a pepper and chop this up. Remember to keep your seeds. Seeds grow plants, and plants grow more food. So keep your seeds, everybody. And I'm going to turn this blade over. Just take this out and switch it around. Pop this in. And just push this through. It should come through. We'll do some green ones as well. You could sort of just make a, if you've got any meat, you can obviously just make something quickly with this if you wanted to, but we're going to be adding some chicken stock. Just making a soup. One more piece. And then we've got a green one to go in next. Again, just add all this in. Really, really colourful. Okay. And now let's do a green one. So let's do the green one. Hello Linda, are you still with me? And I'll show you actually what the... So a couple of weeks ago I took out the seeds from this pepper, from one of these peppers. And this is what happens when you grow them. Look, there you go. So just on the windowsill. They come through in a couple of weeks, so about 3 weeks. If it's quite a sunny windowsill that you have, or so the reason we sweat down the veggies is because they're going to be quite tough. So they'll take a while for them, just for everything to heat up. So this is a really big pan that I'm using. This is the bigger pan that I have. I'm going to add some spring onions in here as well. And then what you can do once you've made the soup, you can take out what you want if you want to have something straight away. And you can freeze the rest. Give all that a stir. Looking good. Can you all see that, everyone? We've got onions in there, peppers, carrots, and parsnip, and that's cooking nicely. Next thing we're going to add is some green beans. Actually, my green beans are not looking too great. Just checking them to see if they're okay, but I think they're all right. And what we can do is chop off the ends and then chop them into thirds, into smaller pieces. I'm going to add these to the pan as well. So we've got some green beans going in here. Let's give all that a mix. So let me know in the chat what you would add to this. What maybe something else you would add to this. Let me know in the chat. Oh, we've got some spring onions as well. So that's what I like about using up vegetables. Is sort of you create sort of a new flavours, because I reckon many years ago when, you know, people wouldn't waste food. People wouldn't throw away food. But what they probably did was, by accident, by mistake, a lot of recipes came together because they just experimented with different flavours. Because they would have leftovers and think, oh, we could add that together and see how that tastes. Okay, so we can go to spring onions. It's getting quite heavy now. So at some point we're going to have to start to add some moisture. Okay. Look at that, guys. What do we think so far? Hello, Uncle Aiden. Hello, Uncle Rehab. Thanks for coming in. How are you doing today, buddy? This smells really nice. I'm just wondering what else to add to it. I don't think I need to add anything else to it at the minute, I don't think. So we're just sweating it down. I did, I said moist. Very moist. Very, very, very moist. So once this is sweated down, then we're going to add some chicken stock. So let me just grab some chicken stock. But we could add some spices as well, actually. Let me know what spices you would add to this. Let me just get a jug as well. A jug. We'll add the broccoli when we get the stock, because then it'll boil away. Okay. Now I should also let you know what recipes I'm doing next week. Would you like to know what recipes I'm making next week? Exclusive. Yeah, some of these carrots are going to take a little bit longer. So yeah, you do want to sweat this down so they're all nice and soft. Smells really good. Okay, so the first one next week then I'm doing is, which we've done this before, it's a Vietnamese pork. But obviously if you don't want to do it with pork, you can do it with chicken or beef or any other meat. That's the first one. The second one we're doing is going to be lamb harissa. Let me just get this right. Lamb harissa tacos with potato wedges. And then the third one we're going to do, there's actually quite a few. We're doing a cinnamon lamb ragu with raccatoni and if I get some feta, I might do it with some feta. If not, it will be with normal cheese. And then we're going to do a peri-peri pork and I think it's black bean stew. Let me just check. Yeah, black bean stew with garlicky chorizo ciabatta, which we've done before. So these are recipes I have done before, and then hopefully the next couple of weeks I will be trying some new recipes, hopefully. So I want to get you used to doing the recipes that I'm showing you. So you might see it once, you may miss it if I do it again. And I'm choosing the favourite ones, which ones you don't actually have to get the subscription box. Because obviously you can't always get the recipes so in your country. But there may be something you can make yourself at home. These carrots are getting there slowly. So yeah, hopefully then we'll do some new recipes, okay? So let me just get some stock from the cupboard without everything falling over. I'm just going to have to move the camera back just for a second. Oh, that's better actually. This is when everything falls out of the cupboard. 1 minute. Be so careful. Okay, fingers crossed that didn't. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, we're back on now. So here I've got some chicken stock. And we're going to add 1 chicken stock cube for 450 millilitres of boiling water. We need to add some garlic as well, don't we? I'm going to use 2. Because I'm going to put 900 millilitres of water in here once this is stewed down. So what we're going to add now is some garlic. It's quite a big pan, so I'll get my garlic prep. So we're going to add some garlic. Oh, there's something wrong with other now. So we're going to add some garlic. Mix all that in. Add a bit more garlic. Are you still with me, guys? Can you all hear me? You've gone very quiet. It always scares me when you go quiet. I'm alive. And... So you're going to set the garlic just, simmer away, cook in the pan. Now I would leave this longer, but because my veggies are starting to go brown on the bottom, it is slowly steaming down now. So we're going to start to add some stock in, okay? So we're going to boil some water, and we'll put the stock cube in and add the water. So I hope you're having a nice day. Give me a reaction in the chat if you're having a good day. Let me know what you're up to, what your plans are for the day. What's the weather like where you are? If you've got any questions about this dish that I'm doing, this is just random. You could have all this together, then you could sort of add some sauce to it, like a chili sauce, and have it with some noodles, because it's just like a stir fry. We're stir frying the veggies. But in this case, we're making a soup. I sweat in the veggies first. Got onions in there and the garlic. I'm going to add some salt and pepper. We've not added any salt and pepper yet. Mix all that in. You could add some paprika or cumin or any spices. Turmeric. Barbecue spices, anything really. It's very tough in that, so that's going to take a while. Okay, so we're going to add 900 millilitres of water, and then we're going to add 2 stock cubes. So it's just under 1,000 ml. So there's 2 ways you could do it. You can add the stock cube into the water first. So I've got my water here. I'm going to add this to the water and then I'll mix it in. You could use beef stock, but we're using chicken stock. So that's 1. And then 2. So if you want it quite a thick soup, then you can maybe use more stock and less water. Okay, so let's stir this in. This is our stock. I'm going to start to add this in now. Let's add it all in. There we go. Make sure you don't lose any of that stock. Okay. Right, now what we can do is add in the broccoli. So we didn't want roasted broccoli. Okay, what do we think so far, guys? Are you still? I don't know if you're still there. Can you all hear me? You've all disappeared. Like, I always feel like I've done something wrong when you disappear and don't talk to me. So I've got some broccoli here. I enjoy coming live. I know there's lots of other broadcasters out there, and I don't try and come on at times when other people are broadcasting, unless it's really specific to, like, say I've got food that I need to eat. So I'm going to add some broccoli on the top. I don't think I'm going to bother with what was I saying? I don't think I'm going to bother with the Swede, actually, because it takes ages to boil. So adding some broccoli leaves on the top. I might even add some mint to this. So I've got some fresh mint. We'll chop some mint and put this in as well. You could add some mixed herbs. Got some Italian herbs. And then you could pop the lid over this if you wanted to. Really, really healthy for you, this. Why do we put the broccoli in last? Because I like boiled broccoli. And it just sits nicely on the top. Yeah, let's add some mint leaves to this. Try not to, some of the stalks are quite hard. Okay, mix all this in. What do we think to this, guys? Doesn't it look nice? Packed full of vegetables. Okay, let's add some mint. Get rid of more of that in. And you could add in courgette, you could add in cauliflower. There's lots of veggies out there. I think it's definitely worth, if you're in a supermarket and you maybe see discounted veg or anything that's discounted, a lot of things can be frozen, so you can use them at another time as long as you use them with this. I think it's like 6 months, 6-month period. But any vegetables, yeah, you can easily, if you've got chicken stock or any sort of beef stock, you can easily make a broth. You can just break it up, boil it, and then freeze it. It's that simple. Okay, let's add some mint. So as you know, I'm growing mint. I started to grow my own fresh herbs. So I'm going to take some mint leaves. I need to tidy this kitchen up soon, because it's getting a bit messy. Alright, we'll just add the mint in, actually. And the mint will give it a really nice smell and freshness. So just add your mint. It also lets your plant regrow. Oh, this smells really nice. Let's add a few mixed herbs in here as well. Hopefully I can find... Let me just lift this up. Because I always move my mixed herbs. What have I done with it? Oh no, I can't find it. Ah, no. That's weird. 1 second, I don't think I can find it. Usually I put it at the front. Sorry guys, it won't be a minute. I seem to have lost it unless I've moved it. No. I moved... Oh, no. I moved a lot of stuff in my cupboard. That's really odd. Check the back. I've just realised I have some vegetable stock in here I could have used instead, but a lot of vegetables. That's weird. Nope. It would be... that's really, really odd. No, I can't see it anywhere, guys. I definitely have some. Sorry about this. I'm just going to put you back there a second while I look for it. It has a green top. Can't find the green top. Now, isn't that bizarre? Probably think I'm bizarre. Trying to find... Ah, I moved it. Maybe I moved it to the other side of the cupboard. Nope. That's really weird. But amazing though. I found it. You always find things in the cupboard when you're rummaging through and you think, oh, I've not found that for ages. Oh, I've not used that in ages. I've just realised I've got some actual normal beans in the cupboard. I've just seen them. I don't need to go and buy some. And I've got some tomatoes as well for next week. So, yeah, I've got some beans. Organic black beans. There you go. So I can take it off my list for tomorrow. Right, I'm just going to move you down again. 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay. So let's add some of these herbs. This is what I was looking for. Sorry, guys. Mixed herbs. Hope the connection's gone funny. So we add some mixed herbs in here as well. It just gives it a really nice flavour. Oh, this is so fresh. So this is going to take a while, guys, to do. I'm going to add a few more mint leaves. And then I think I'm going to end the broadcast. And hopefully, yeah, this is just really, really, really simple. Any vegetables you've got, you know, put it in some chicken stock. You could add some extra spices, any spices you like. And then once it's all nice and soft, eat it. So, right, thank you all for watching. Oh, Melanie's on now, and Miss Carol, you're all coming in now. So we've just nearly finished. Well, this just needs to boil and simmer now. So I'll let you know what's in here. We've got chopped carrots, we've got some onions, we've got parsnip, we've got some peppers, and we've got chicken stock. We added some mixed herbs, we've added some fresh mint, and we've added some salt and pepper and spring onions. So this needs to simmer now for a good 20 to 30 minutes, I reckon. So good morning, Missy. How are you doing today? So it's that simple, guys. And you could add some like extra like sauces in here if you wanted to give it a little bit of a kick. So maybe some. Let me put a little bit in now. I'm going to add some HP sauce. And you're probably wondering, why are you using HP sauce? It works really, really well. You could add some tomato sauce as well if you wanted to. We're going to add some HP sauce because it's got what's called, I think is it called tangerine? Let me just check. No, tamarind. It's called tamarind. So it gives it a nice, rich, sweet tea smell. It's like a bit like a soy sauce. It's not soy sauce, but it gives it that sort of tang, if you know what I mean. Yeah, vegetable stew. We call them like a vegetable soup, but more like a stew, isn't it? You could add some noodles into this if you wanted to, make a nice simple lunch dish. I'm just going to add a bit of tomato ketchup. Not that one. I've got another one somewhere. Gives a bit of sweetness as well to it. So we'll put a bit of brown HP sauce and some tomato sauce in here as well to give it a bit of sweetness. But this smells really good. I mean, really, really nice. So as I say, this needs to sort of just simmer for about 20 minutes, and then this will be ready to eat. And then the rest I will freeze, and I will have. I've got enough here to probably last me about a month. No, I can have it whenever I don't feel like cooking, or maybe for lunch. It's a really great dish. So you can use this as a starting point. Add noodles. You could add some chicken if you wanted to. Make sure your chicken's obviously cooked before adding it to everything. Yeah, so you can add anything really. You could add potatoes. You could even put this in the oven. So if I've got potatoes, I could put potatoes on the top and pop this in the oven. And yeah, that would cook really nicely as well. So that's pretty much it, guys. Now I will be on later tonight. I'm cooking steak. So I'm going to show you how to make the perfect steak tonight. And we're also I've got a really good tip that I want to try when I'm cooking steak. So hopefully you can join me then. That will be around about 5 p.m. British time. So British Summer Time, BST. 5 hours from Eastern Time. Next week is also going to be Salad Saturday. So next week's going to be very busy. I'm going to be making a Santa Fe salad next Saturday. So I need to go and get ingredients for that as well. So hopefully you can join. If you want to take part in Salad Saturday, then get in touch with Alexis, or just message in the box on here if you want to, and I can let Alexis know and she'll put you down on the list. So yeah, Salad Saturday. Anything. It could even be a little piece of lettuce. So yeah, definitely do it. Greek salad. That sounds nice, Melanie. And thinking about doing the salad thing, yes. You haven't done a broadcast, Missy? Oh well, that's a perfect chance to get new people coming. Well, you'll get a load of people who share similar interests, so food, and you'll also get hopefully new followers anyway. Come on, from if you've shared out the broadcast. So, but yeah, I love. I never really planned on ever doing live broadcasting. It just happened, and I don't know. It was from Periscope days, and I just thought this looks really interesting. This app, I'll download it, see what happens, and yeah, I was just chatting about my life, and then I've always had a passion for cooking. And I think one day I just did the scones. I think that could have been the first recipe I made on Periscope. So, and then I just decided, well, if that's what people like to watch, then at least I can do something at the same time than just me talking. But yeah, there's so many different broadcasters. We're lucky to have everything in our palm of our hands. So, right, guys, I'm going to end the broadcast. I shall see you later tonight, guys, and just get in touch if you want to do the Salad Saturday next week, and I will message Alexis. Just let me know what time, and hopefully there will be a slot ready for you. I'm sure that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching, everybody. This needs to simmer for a bit longer now, so have a really great day, guys. I shall see you tonight for simple steak. So take care, guys. Have a great day. Bye.